Hey beautiful person, this deck is brought to you by the letter S, for sacrifice, synergy, and the screams from my creatures as they're helplessly recycled to bring me value. It's Samus, and today I'm building a commander deck with Cayman and Muffin. We chose to build the deck around Trynn, Champion of Freedom, and Silvar, Devourer of the Free. The deck is focused toward aristocrats and filled to the brim with as many cards that let us leverage our creatures for our own benefit. Here are the rules we are following for our build. As always, the deck list is available on our Architect in the description below, and give us some suggestions in our comments for commanders and themes you'd like to see us tackle in the future. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified for every new brew. See you in the next video.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
3, 2, 1, go.
2 cards easily I can add here are going to be Skull Clamp and Norn's Wellspring.
Both of those are really great.
And then Norn's Wellspring is actually one that I didn't even realize existed until recently. So you're getting card selection and card draw on one card every time whenever anything dies.
Do we want lands that make tokens, like Den of the Bugbear?
Celebrant. Species Specialist.
I'm not sure which way would be best.
Personally, adding some things in that I'm like, I might cut it later.
Yeah, I just got us up to 38 lands. I'm gonna go check their EDH page to see if there's anything useful.
I keep wanting to be like, ooh, this is a cool card, and drop it in as well. And it's like, they're also doing searching too. They will find the stuff. They will find the stuff.
Well, if it's a shoe-in, just grab it.
There's another background that really works for this aristocrat style. Commander creatures you own have whenever an artifact or creature you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. If you have both your commanders out, that's 2 life from each opponent per creature.
All right, I've got 9 pieces of acceleration right now. I got 3 signets: Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Soul Ring, Patchwork Banner. Do you think a Solemn Simulacrum would be better than a regular rock in this deck?
Ooh, Solemn Simulacrum's fantastic because you can also find a way to sacrifice him.
Trynn is also 4 mana, and you kind of want her to be the 4 mana drop. I just think Solemn at that point might slow you down a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
See, Black Market Connections, I thought about adding that too. And then...
Well, I added it because it's both acceleration and advantage, and it creates you humans that you can then sacrifice. It's everything we want.
All right, guys, I added something to the maybe board. I played this card in pre-release for Ixalan, and I won't lie, it was super fun to play, but I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to make it fit into the deck list. It's a 6/6 vampire demon with flying, and then when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control, then each player returns all creatures from the graveyard that were put...
What is that sorcery?
If I go to Bringer the Last Gifts, I'll go down to its Scryfall Tagger page and see it is a living death.
That's it.
Living death.
It's a living death on the body.
So what you do is effectively you sacrifice your entire board, and then you cast Bringer of the Last Gift.
Oh yeah, then all your stuff comes back. I like that a lot.
And then all your stuff comes back.
It's super cool.
By the way, we're at 35 minutes for the hour.
All right. Not bad.
What do you think of High Market and Phyrexian Tower as lands?
Phyrexian Tower's in there.
Okay.
High Market.
Tap it, sack a creature, you gain 1 life.
Oh.
It's a sack outlet on a land. I like it.
But do we need to just throw a creature away like that? Like, what's the benefit to us? We don't
The
really...
fact that we're in an aristocrats deck, and by sacking that creature, you trigger your Zulapur Cutthroat, your Sir Conrad, your Elias Elcor, your Cruel Celebrator, celebrate your Blood Artist, your Bastion of Remembrance.
That's a good reason. Okay. It's in. All right, I got to cut a couple lands, but we're doing good. All right.
What is effectively 1 mana.
I cut 3 basics. We now have 5 of each basic, which is actually a lot. It's 15 basics, so...
And here's something, we need a lot less red than we need of white or
it seems that
black.
way. Yeah, what are we even taking advantage of red? The Ultimatum and a Boros Charm? What the heck? I mean, a Mayhem Devil, I guess, would be kind of good.
Ooh, Mayhem Devil would be pretty good. I like that.
Happy to help.
All right, let's look at statistics here. Statistics state the average Silvar deck runs 33 creatures, 34 lands, so we're 4 high on that. 6 and 8 sorceries and instances. We've got 8 instances, so we're perfect there, and we have sorceries. Oh, okay, so we're a little high on the sorceries, but that's okay.
Does Eaten Alive outbeat a Path to Exile or Swords of Plowshares?
Eaten alive.
Yeah, so it exiles a creature or planeswalker for either 5 mana or 1 black and a creature. So you're paying, if you're using it to sack a creature, you're paying 1 mana and a creature to have the upside of a planeswalker.
Yes.
Ooh. Is it instant speed?
Yep. Nope.
No, it's
Sorcery
sorcery.
speed.
So that hurts it quite a bit,
like
actually.
That. I don't like that either. I don't.
All right, Eden Life's gone. Guys, do we want to add in an effect like Butcher of Malakir or what's a Grave Pact? I want to say it is.
Do we want that, or would we prefer this to be more of a 2 and play the?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Butcher of Malakir.
If we started adding those, then we might hit that.
I think having 1's fine, but Butcher Malakir is a creature and it's at a higher CMC, so it's more of a 2 than Dictate.
We got a lot of high-end creatures here. We're gonna need to cut some.
All right.
I put in Angel of Glory's Rise. We could cut Angel of Glory's Rise for something else.
I think I'd rather have a Storm of Souls. It reanimates all your creatures, even if they're not humans, and they have flying. They'll just all be 1/1s. I'm wondering if Sir Conrad isn't needed. I don't know
I
what.
think Sir Conrad's perfect because like you.
Okay, all right.
Just...
We're sitting at 103 cards, by the way.
Keep in mind.
I mean, there's a card like Lost in Art Captain is a 4-mana human soldier with first strike that says whenever it or another human enters, tap target creature and opponent controls, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, make another human soldier. I would almost think that might be better than the 3-color guy, Caesar Legion's Emperor, because he can make 2 red and white soldiers on attacks, but they aren't humans. I guess he does draw you some cards.
I'm personally fond of Losanark.
Yeah, I'd keep Caesar in the side/maybe board.
Okay, we are running out of time. Last card to suggest is Rite of Oblivion. It's a white and a black for sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this, sack a non-land permanent. Exile target non-land permanent. Flashback for 4.
I think I like that.
I think I like it better than Angelic Purge.
Ooh, it's better than Angelic Purge.
Yes.
All right, 3 cards to cut. We're at 38 lands. I think we should stay there.
Okay, one of the cards, like I said, I think we either had to cut the Butcher or the Ruinous Ultimatum. I would vote for the Ruinous.
Single-sided board wipe. Yeah, you're probably
But
not wrong.
so is Butcher in our deck, and Butcher's gonna be easier to get out.
You're not wrong.
Oh, that's fair.
It doesn't hit enchantments or artifacts, but Butcher in our deck is going to be a better board wipe.
Yeah.
I'd cut Altar of Dementia. Yeah, I don't think
It's a free sack outlet. That's the biggest thing for it.
Yeah, that's true. We also have.
I think we'd
was
rather
it
have a
Altar?
creature that's a repeatable sack outlet than an altar.
Yeah, I would rather Ashnod's Altar than Altar of Dementia.
I would agree with that. We still have to cut 2.
I think just 1.
Oh, it is 1. I mean, I would at this point I'd take out the Wayfarer's Bauble.
And just like that, we've done it.
Kind of sucks because there's 2 of these, or at least one of these enchantments I would have really liked to have in. The Agent of the Iron Throne I think would have worked really well with our deck.
Oh, yeah, the backgrounds. I'm sure we could sub in a background for something.
The Agent of the Iron Throne, if we have both our commanders out, that's 2 life per thing we sacrifice.
Yeah.
From each opponent.
Ooh, that is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Pull it in. Let's see what we can cut. So we're talking cutting 2-drop artifacts, like a Signet or the Ornithopter of Paradise?
No, I would say at this point we are really high on the instances.
Well, I mean, we could easily cut a sorcery instead if that seems better.
We can
So
just cut bone shards.
I'll pull
Period.
bone shards. If you like Savine's Reclamation, we could find a spot for it. I mean, Devout Chaplain is a human that cares about humans, but if we think it's going to be more clunky than good, we can cut it.
I don't think we have the human support that we need to make it really work super well.
All right, so Savine's goes in, that comes out. We're at 100 cards.
How do we feel about it?
We have 15 humans, not counting anything that makes tokens, not counting having 2 commanders. I think this is good.
Okay, here's something I would suggest. That Xanthrid Necromancer is really good if we're creating a ton of human creature tokens. If we can make enough human tokens, he becomes basically a Haunted Witness on steroids.
So let's see, what creatures do we have that aren't currently humans? We've got the big boys, the Vampire Demon, the Vampire Warrior, the Giant Sun
I
Titan.
would argue the Reassembling Skeleton.
Yeah. Yep, I'm looking at it too, and it feels like the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah. Get rid of that guy. Okay,
Oh, for
one card that I think would be great in this scenario, though, is high synergy cards. Call the Copper Coats. Choose any number of target opponents. Make X 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of creatures that opponent controls.
Honestly, I think we could probably pull from Disruption. I think we could probably do without, like, Boros Charm. Boros Charm is mostly counting as a protection piece for us.
Do we have Garna in here? Garna, Bloodfist of Keld? Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, deal 1 damage.
If it was attacking, is the
Yeah, but it says otherwise deal 1 damage to each opponent. If it's not attacking, or when you send your 1/1 human into your opponent to get that attack trigger from your commander for later, if it dies, you just draw a card.
It's not a bad
I feel like it's
put in.
better than Mirkwood Bats, even though we just added token makers. Well, maybe it's better than Falconwrath Noble. Oh, Falconwrath Noble says whenever any creature dies. I mean, that's fair.
him or another creature. That's true.
Would it be better than a Mayhem Devil then?
I think 9's fine. If you really wanted to cut something, I'd probably cut the Ornithopter of Paradise at this point.
Cut the Ornithopter? Well, I'm looking at 12 ramp pieces actually if you sort by categories multiple, because we've got Pitiless Plunder, Mahadi, Black Market Connections. We got 12 ramp pieces right now.
That's at that point that even strengthens my argument.
All right, yeah, get rid of Ornithopter, pull in Garna.
She's drain and
card draw. All right,
Yeah.
then I think we'll call this deck a wrap, but thanks everyone for helping build it. That was fun.
Heck yeah.
We went a little bit over
Absolutely.
our time, but for first time, not bad. That's pretty good.